You are listening to Mining Stock Education, where you'll learn from the top leaders in the natural resource sector and uncover quality mining investment opportunities.
I'm also excited because this is the first time we as a company are drilling in two established mining regions at the same time, right? With, in camps that have huge potential. So not only does it show the depth and the range of Mike's team, right? But it also adds a whole other series of stock catalysts into the mix, right? We've started everyone with aggressive growth at Eau Claire, right? And now we're going to be adding in portfolio-wide discovery potential. So for me, that's very exciting.
Thanks for tuning into Mining Stock Education. I'm your host, Bill Powers, and in today's episode, we're going to be getting an update from Fury Gold Mine, from its president and CEO, Mike Timmins, as well as the Senior Vice President of Exploration, Michael Hendrickson. So, gentlemen, welcome back onto the show. Mike, if we could start with you. It's been about 2 months since you gave us an update. Kind of bring us up to speed as to where the company has developed in these last 2 months since we last spoke.
Thank you, Bill. We're certainly happy to be here. We've been very busy at Eau Claire, continuing to drill kind of the western extensions of the deposit, and we're pretty happy with what we've been seeing in the core. We have assays pending on the hinge zone and the west limb. Huge potential in those areas, really, to add ounces within the original PEA footprint. And I want to put a big thank you out to everyone for being patient. I know these assay delays are frustrating, certainly to us as well. We're over halfway through the first 50,000 meters at Eau Claire. It continues to really impress us, and it's the geological potential of the immediate deposit trend that's really got us surprised the most, Bill, when you see all the results that are going to be coming out. News out recently on Combay, right? So we're super excited to be going up into Nunavut this year. It's a targeted 5,000 meter program, which Mike will talk about. We wanted to do a larger program, 10,000, 15,000, but with restrictions, we really couldn't get up there early enough. And so with the small window that we do have, where we've prioritized and we're focused on our best regional target, which is the Raven prospect.
Excellent. Well, Michael, can you kind of remind us what the opportunity is at Committee Bay? Your chair, Ivan Bebic, calls this his favorite gold exploration project globally. Remind us what we have working up here before you outline the current drill program.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, Combay is a 300-kilometer long greenstone belt that we control entirely. It's got high-grade gold mineralization literally from one end to the other, and not only in rock samples, but also in drill core. It's one of these things that I firmly believe has a world-class deposit lurking underneath the glacial till, and our job is to unlock that and to find it. And every year that we go up, we get closer. It's part of the exploration process. For people who are coming into the story now, what they can see from us is that all the heavy lifting's been done, like all the geology, all the geophysics, all the geochemistry belt wide. And that allows us to now target very efficiently, and allows us to go and do a smaller 5,000 meter drill program, but to have maximum impact, right? And so that's a big part of the story here. And of course, at the same time as we're drilling, we're also grooming the next set of targets for 2022, right? To get back up there and to go for a bigger program and to drill. So this year's program, in my mind, as Mike said, we're a bit restricted. This is the program that launches us into a bigger program for the 2022 season.
Did you use artificial intelligence in your targeting, or what did you do differently than past programs up at Committee Bay?
Well, this year I call it back to basics, right? We're going to go drill the Raven prospect. And so the way I would frame it to people is as such. Let's say that you're a junior mining executive and somebody comes to you with this property. It's 8-kilometer long shear zone. There's 1.2 kilometers where there's bona fide gold in the ground exploration in rock samples and in drill core, and you're getting 100 gram meter intercepts in that drilling. And there's a grand total of 7 holes into that thing, and it's wide open. Would you take it? And for us, and this comes across my desk all the time, I'd say 100% we'd take that. Let's go drill that thing. We need to. It's got 31 grams. It's got 10 gram rock in it in drill core, and it's just sitting there. The difference for us this year in this is that the style of mineralization is different from what we've been targeting in the past. In the past, we've been targeting the classic banded iron formation style of deposit, which is Three Bluffs, which is Amaruq, Meadowbank, the things that are very well known and that have very large geophysical signatures. In the case of Raven, it's in a shear zone. It's not a banded iron formation. It's a little more subtle in terms of its response geophysically. But at the same time, we just can't ignore the grades. We can't ignore that mineralization. And so our job this year is to go drill for scale. We're not going to snuggle up 25 meters away from historical drill intercepts. We're going to step out 500 meters and see what happens. Because if we are successful in this and we've shown scale and we've got 8 kilometers of this structure to continue to go after, that indeed could develop into a world-class deposit. So that's maybe, it's not different except in the style of mineralization. With respect to artificial intelligence, we have used artificial intelligence in a number of different runs. You have to put all your data in it and you got to run it, see what the results are. We've used it, we've drilled it in the past. The geophysical signatures, sadly, between altered komatiites, which gives you nothing, and sulfidized banded iron formations is the machine can't differentiate yet. And that's why the geologist still has to come back in there and give it the geological input that is required. So the answer is yes, we use it to narrow down areas of interest, but then the geo has to put the geo brain on it and really sort of develop the target.
When investors are looking at the results from the Raven prospect, what would be the type of results in terms of grade and meterage that you'd be looking for as the lead geologist?
Well, I hope to drill more of the same. I'd love to drill, 3 meters of an ounce, and I'd love to drill, I think it's 7.5 meters of nearly 10 grams. That's what we're out there to go do. High grade mineralization. What I really like about Raven in particular, it's not all just in veins. Veins can come and go, right? Everybody's going to chase veins, and so we should in this industry. But what I like about Raven is the mineralization's disseminated. You've got gold in veins, but then you've got gold in the wall rock too. And so we view Raven as a strong system. It's got a lot of fluid that's gone through that, and so we feel that the geologic risk, because of that sort of broad halo of disseminated mineralization, is less than sort of a typical vein deposit.
Mike Timmins, how does Committee Bay fit into the overall portfolio? You got 3 main projects. You're primarily working at the Eau Claire project. How does Committee Bay fit in?
That's a good question. Eau Claire is a PEA level project, right? Where we're focused on the deposit trend, and we're looking with our exploration over the next 18 to 24 months to double or push it out to do a triple. Right, and we're focused on that 5-kilometer deposit trend. Committee Bay is different, right? And while we do have a resource there at Three Bluffs, 1.25 million ounces at 7.5 grams, we're focused on pure exploration. And as Mike said, it's at Raven basically, 8-kilometer by 1-kilometer shear zone of disseminated gold mineralization, the perfect setting for drilling out a large-scale high-grade gold deposits, right? So we build the fundamental value through growing Eau Claire. And Committee Bay really provides that exploration excitement as we hunt for, large-scale, world-class, high-grade gold deposits, which we know Nunavut can host.
Excellent. And you know a little bit about Nunavut, right, with your previous work?
Yeah. Previous work with Agnico up there, certainly with the acquisition of Meliadine and all the building up there.
Excellent. And as investors look forward to let's say the next 3 months, getting us into the fall, what should they expect from Fury Gold Mines?
I think the results it's results. Pretty much, Bill. We have a lot of pending assays. So the Hinge Zone, West Limb are going to be coming out. I think those are going to be big catalysts, certainly as we go throughout the summer. And because we're going to continue to demonstrate, of course, the growth potential of that project. Assuming continued success, we're likely to add another drill or two. You can expect us to go and park drills back on Snake Lake. So back to Snake Lake, I think, will be a theme that you're going to see from us. The Eau Claire summer program is underway. Right, developing 8 new regional targets to the drill stage. Any one of those could be another discovery of a gold center. So all of that is exciting at every scale for Eau Claire. The commencement of drilling at Calm Bay, again, We can expect results from Raven. I think going at the end of the summer, going into conference season will be good. Another near-term catalyst for us is really going to be the kickoff of drilling at Homestake in September. Right, another tight focus program following high-grade ore shoots. 3 meters of 87 grams, a meter of 1.2 kilo silver, with some light conversion drilling at the silver zone. Right, so we're very excited with the summer programs. We're going to be expecting a great deal of value to be coming into the share price as we show people all the good things that can happen when you're drilling for scale in the Arctic and chasing high-grade gold in BC's Golden Triangle. I'm also excited because this is the first time we as a company are drilling in 2 established mining regions at the same time, right? With, in camps that have huge potential. So not only does it show the depth and the range of Mike's team, right, but it also adds a whole other series of stock catalysts into the mix, right? We've started everyone with aggressive growth at Eau Claire, right? And now we're going to be adding in portfolio-wide discovery potential. So for me, that's very exciting.
Michael Henderson, anything you'd like to add there as we conclude?
Oh, listen, I totally agree. I mean, the catalysts are that we're drilling for high-grade mineralization on all 3 projects, basically, right? And so, what we want to do ultimately with our exploration drilling this year and the way we've designed our program and the quality of the drilling that we're doing is to have 2022 be a big year, because we want to show, hey, these things are going to get bigger. It's Raven. Okay, Raven's got scale now. Homestake gets bigger. We're doing great things at Eau Claire. Snake Lake's taking off, right? And so I think it's exactly that. The portfolio is just giving ourselves and of course our investors, many chances to really realize the upside of what we're trying to achieve here.
Excellent. Well, the website is furygoldmines.com. Ticker symbol is super simple, FURY, Fury, on the big boards in New York or in Toronto. Gentlemen, thanks for coming on the show and providing an update.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.